Good morning. Let's start. Feet hip width apart, knees relaxed, hips in line, shoulders back and down. Crown up towards the sky, chin parallel to the ground. One hand on the chest, one just below the ribs. Breathing in and out through the nose if that feels comfortable for you. You might notice that beautiful building in the background. It is Valmy House in Cambridge. Very lovely historic building. So bring the right arm up, inhale, exhale over to the left, and then we'll swap the arms over. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale to the right. Make sure you come back to center. Inhale, exhale over, keep the body facing forwards. Swap the arms, inhale and exhale. Back to center. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, reaching to the side. Swapping the arms. Inhale and exhale. And come in center, bring the arms down and gently roll the shoulders back. So just warming them up in a comfortable range. So try and get rid of those clicks and any of that grinding. And then rolling the shoulders forwards. And placing the hands on the shoulders, have the elbows pointing forwards. Draw a circle with the elbows which gradually gets bigger, but only going out to a comfortable range. So again, if you start to feel that grinding or anything that feels uncomfortable, then just keep that circle small. You don't need to go out all the way. Then we'll go the other way, so starting with a small circle, gradually getting bigger, just finding the point where you may find a little bit of resistance. And bring the arms down. We're going to work on the joints, the lower joints, starting with that left ankle. So just rotating one way and then the other. So just nice and easy to start with. Now to the other side, rotating into your right ankle. And we'll go the other way. And bring the foot down. So working on the knee joint. So just have your fingertips on the kneecap. So you're circling that lower limb one way and then the other. Trying to keep the foot relaxed. For some reason the foot usually wants to rotate again as well. Now we'll bring the right leg up. Working into that right knee. And we'll go the other way. So we're working onto the hip, so make sure you're balanced on that right foot. And we're working into that left hip, just within that very, very comfortable range. So it doesn't need to be a big movement. And we'll rotate the other way. So if the balance is getting difficult, remember, squeeze that belly button in. Onto the other side. And just a gentle movement, warming up the hip. Going one way and then the other. Remember your focus point, something still to stare at. And bring the leg down. We're going to start working on eagle pose. So bring the left arm across the body, then the right one on top. Forearms up, maybe even bring the palms together. Do not worry if you can't. We're just going to hold and breathe. Feel that stretch across the back of the shoulders. And the other side, so right arm first and then the left arm. So try and tuck the elbows in towards each other. And coming down, so again, left arm, then right. So if it felt comfortable, I'm going to lift the elbows a little higher. If that does not feel good, then just keep the elbows low. Bring the arms down, and then we'll go right arm, left on top. Again, check how this side feels. It might feel different from the other side. Do not push it, do not strain. And bring the arms down. Alright, so we're balancing on the right leg. We need to bring that left leg high over. We might want to keep the toes on the ground or tuck the toes around the back of the calf muscle. You can always keep the arms out for balance, or if you're steady, bring the hands to the chest. And breathe. And we'll swap to the other side. Standing on that left leg, bring the right leg across. And when you feel steady, maybe bring the hands to the chest. And coming down, so we'll try and add the two together. Standing on the right, bring the left leg over and across, tucking the toes round. And the left arm comes across, right one on top. And just bringing the forearms and the palms together wherever you can. Maybe gaze through the hands. Maybe bring the elbow down to the knee. Just working on your eagle pose. And carefully control, come back out of the pose. So the other side, standing on that left foot, bring the right one high and across. So that first arm, same as the top leg. So right arm, then the left. Palms together if you can. Maybe gaze through the hands, or if you're steady, maybe bring the elbows down to the knee. So working with the breath. Try a long, slow out breath and find that new focus point. And carefully control, come back out. Alright, so forward bend, we're going to do the roll down, so feet hip width apart, holding onto the elbows. We'll inhale first, exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, then aim the crown of the head down towards the ground. Doesn't matter how low you get. And then we'll inhale and exhale, roll back up through the spine, pulling the belly button in. If that felt okay, we'll do it again. So inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Crown of the head towards the ground, letting the weight of the body bring you lower. Keep breathing. When you're as low as you can, inhale, and then exhale, squeeze the belly button in and roll on up through the spine. And we'll do one more. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. You might need to just keep breathing as you lower. Now you can come back up, or if it feels okay, we're going to stay in the forward bend. I'm going to bring the hands to the ground if you can. If you can't, maybe do not try the standing split. You need to have good, steady balance. So you need the hands supporting you. So I'm going to lift one leg and then the other. And don't worry if you're just in the forward bend. Now we're going to roll on up through the spine. Inhaling, bring the arms up. And exhale, hands to the chest. Okay, so we are going to chair pose. So the feet are hip width. We're just sitting back as if imagine sitting back on a chair. If that feels okay, bring the arms up. You can keep the arms apart or bring the palms together, maybe even looking up to the hands. So all those variations for you to come into your chair pose. Make sure there's no pain in the knees or the back or anywhere else. So we'll do that again. Now the option is to bring the feet together if that feels alright. I'm going to inhale, exhale, sitting back into your chair pose. It is a little bit easier if you do have the feet apart, if you don't like it with the feet together. But if it's all good, we're going to add the low twist. We bring the outside of the elbow to the outside of the thigh. If that doesn't feel good, then just come back to the basic chair pose or even come out and have a rest. I'm going to inhale, bring the arms up, exhale, hands to the chest. I'm going to do that on the other side. So your variation of chair pose, inhale, exhale, sitting back. So we can stay in the pose or come out, have a rest, or we can take it further and add the low twist. So we bring the hands to the chest, twist at the waist, elbow goes to the outside of the thigh, so the upper elbow towards the sky if you can, and the fingers pointing in the same direction as the toes. And I'll inhale, come back to standing, exhale, hands to the chest. Okay. Balancing again, star pose, standing on the left leg, and we'll bring the right leg up, belly button squeezed in, finding your focus points, maybe lifting the leg a little higher. So we'll come down to the other side, standing on your right. Get ready with the left, and we'll lift. So maybe just even a tiny bit, just to get used to the balance. And when you're steady, maybe lift the leg higher. So think about relaxing the shoulders, but keeping the arms tense at the same time. Alright, so we're going to do one more each side. I'm going to inhale, exhale, bring the leg up. So you can always stay there, or we're going to circle with the whole leg. So from that hip joint, keeping the leg nice and straight, and we're circling around, and then we'll go the other way. It takes a lot more concentration, and keeping that belly button squeezed in. And coming down to the other side. Standing on the right. Inhale, exhale, lifting that leg. And then circle around. So keep reaching to the fingertips. And reaching all the way down to the toes. So lengthening. And so we've changed direction. and coming down. Now just hang forwards, circle the arms, see how good that feels. And circle the other way. And we'll roll on up. Inhale, bring the palms together. Exhale, hands down to the chest. So we shall do a standing pose with a high lunge. So feet start off at hip width. We take the right one forward and the left one back. So the front knee is bent, the back leg is straight with the heel up. Shoulders above the hips. That's your basic high lunge position. So maybe sink down through the middle a little more if you can. It is the easy way to come out. We just turn the feet, or we can swing the back leg forward. We'll do the other side with the left leg forward, right leg back. So remember to keep that parallel distance between the feet. So good bend in that front knee. Keep trying to straighten the back knee. And breathe. So come out easy or swing the leg forward. So we'll do one more each side. I'm going to turn it into runner's lunge. So we start off with that right foot forward, left foot back. You need to be able to sink down to be able to bring your left hand to the inside of the right foot. If you can't do that, just stay in the basic high lunge, or by all means come out and have a rest. If you can, we're bringing the hand to the ground, twist at the waist, and lengthen the other arm up towards the sky. Make sure you're breathing, do not hold on to the breath. And then carefully come on out. And we'll do one on the other side. So left foot forward, right foot back. Remember, do not have the feet in line, do not have them one behind the other. You need to have that distance for the stability. So we're sinking down. And just check that you can do this on this side too. You might not be able to. Remember, listen to your body, do what's right for you. So if we can, that right hand is to the ground, the left arm is reaching up towards the sky as you twist towards that bent knee. And then carefully coming on up. And we shall finish with the good posture and the breathing. We take the shoulders back and down, crown up towards the sky, chin parallel to the ground, one hand on the chest, and just below the ribs. Breathing in and out through the nose, if you can. Maybe feel the heartbeat with the upper hand. Maybe feel the belly expanding with the lower hand. Just try and slow the breathing down. Try and relax the body. And we'll bring the arms down, and we are all done.